My friends, tonight is a night of hope, a celebration of what America once was, and with God's grace, what it will soon be again.
Ohio Senator J.D. Vance addresses the Republican National Convention, formally accepting the party's nomination for vice president. And the Secret Service director is confronted at the convention as lawmakers seek answers following the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. The Morning Rundown starts now.
From the Straight Arrow News Studio, bringing the stories that matter to you from across the United States and around the world. This is the Morning Rundown.
Today is Thursday, July 18th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kara Rucker. Tonight, former President Donald Trump is slated to address the Republican National Convention on its fourth and final day, formally accepting the party's presidential nomination just days after surviving an assassination attempt during a campaign rally. Day 3, meanwhile, served as an introduction for Ohio Senator J.D. Vance to the GOP party and the nation as Trump's running mate.
And so tonight, Mr. Chairman, I stand here humbled, and I'm overwhelmed with gratitude to say I officially accept your nomination to be Vice President of the United States of America.
With the former president in attendance, Vance addressed the Milwaukee crowd, speaking about his humble upbringings in Southwest Ohio, his vision for the future of America, while attacking President Joe Biden's record, calling the president a career politician. The 39-year-old senator saying Biden has been in politics longer than he has been alive.
When I was in the fourth grade, a career politician by the name of Joe Biden supported NAFTA, a bad trade deal that sent countless good jobs to Mexico. When I was a sophomore in high school, that same career politician named Joe Biden gave China a sweetheart trade deal that destroyed even more good American middle-class manufacturing jobs. When I was a senior in high school, that same Joe Biden supported the disastrous invasion of Iraq, and at each step of the way, in small towns like mine in Ohio or next door in Pennsylvania or Michigan, in states all across our country, jobs were sent overseas and our children were sent to war. And
In an emotional moment during his speech, Vance turned the spotlight to his mother, Beverly, whose struggles with addiction were documented in his memoir, Hillbilly Elegy.
And I'm proud to say that tonight my mom is here, 10 years clean and sober. I love you, Mom.
Another of Vance's relatives also making her introduction, his wife, Usha, speaking in support of her husband. The daughter of Indian immigrants, Usha Vance saying despite their very different backgrounds, the two were able to fall in love while attending Yale Law School, saying their love story is a testament to this great country. The night also featured heavy criticism of President Biden's foreign policies, with Gold Star families, relatives of the 13 service members killed during the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, taking the stage, along with a 99-year-old World War II veteran who declared America is still worth fighting for. And just hours after being released from a Miami prison, former Trump advisor Peter Navarro getting a standing ovation from the convention crowd as he took the stage.
Peter Navarro.
Navarro served a 4-month sentence for refusing to cooperate with the January 6 committee's investigation, telling the RNC that his sentencing was their wake-up call. And the night also featured members of the Trump family, including Donald Trump's 17-year-old granddaughter, Kai Trump, who shared her view of her grandfather.
The media makes my grandpa seem like a different person, but I know him for who he is. He's very caring and loving. He truly wants the best for this country, and he will fight every single day to make America great again. Thank you very much.
Calls from top Republican leaders in Congress are growing for the director of the Secret Service to step down following this past weekend's assassination attempt on former President Trump in Pennsylvania. Kimberly Cheadle has agreed to a subpoena issued by House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer, issued on Wednesday, demanding she testify publicly next week. Comer saying there has been a lack of transparency and failure to cooperate with the committee. House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senator Mitch McConnell are among those who are calling for Cheadle to step down. She has indicated she has no intention of doing so. At the Republican National Convention Wednesday night, a group of GOP senators confronted the Secret Service director on the floor, demanding answers and accountability. With investigations into the Secret Service's protocols underway, new details are emerging. ABC News reporting law enforcement officials say 20 minutes passed from when Secret Service snipers first spotted the gunman on the rooftop on a building outside the rally's security zone and the time he fired at former President Trump. Support for President Joe Biden within his own party seems to be waning even more. New reports say former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi told the president in a recent conversation that polling shows he cannot win over Trump, and he could ruin Democrats' chances of winning other races if he stays on the ticket. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries have also reportedly both spoken with the president privately to discuss concerns over his refusal to step down. The president has been insistent he will stay in that race. In an interview, Biden told BET's Ed Gordon there's only one way he'd reevaluate running.
Is there anything that you would look to, you personally, not anybody else, not other pundits, not even perhaps family members, that you would look to say, if I see that, I will reevaluate?
If there has some medical condition that emerged, if the doctors came to me and said, you got this problem, that problem.
The White House has confirmed the president tested positive for COVID-19 after an event in Las Vegas on Wednesday. Officials say he has mild symptoms, and he cut his campaign visit to Nevada short yesterday after the diagnosis, canceling an event aimed at garnering support from Latino voters. Biden is expected to remain in isolation at his home in Delaware for several days. The U.S. military has officially shut down its troubled temporary Gaza aid pier, saying it accomplished what it was meant to do. The pier is currently back in port in Ashdod, Israel, and Pentagon officials say it will not be reattached to the shore in Gaza. Instead, it's to be permanently dismantled. Since it opened in May, the pier has only seen about 20 days of operational use because of bad weather and rough seas. Humanitarian aid is now beginning to be brought in through an Israeli port instead. The iconic Mirage Hotel and Casino on the Las Vegas Strip has officially shut down after more than 3 decades in business. The Mirage, which opened in 1989, is known for revolutionizing the casino resort industry and reshaping Las Vegas as a tourist destination. The 3,000-room resort will now undergo a 3-year renovation. It's set to reopen in 2027 as Hard Rock Las Vegas, with a 700-foot-tall hotel tower in the shape of a guitar, similar to Hard Rock's Hollywood, Florida Hotel and Casino. Finally this morning, the nominations for the 76th Annual Primetime Emmy Awards are in, with FX leading the charge. FX's historical drama Shogun topped the list with the most nominations, 25, and its comedy drama The Bear following closely with 23 nominations of its own. But when it comes to networks, Netflix is continuing its reign with 107 nominations this year. This will technically be the second Emmy Awards ceremony this year, after the 2023 awards, which were held in January, were postponed after Hollywood actors and writers went on months-long strikes last year. The 2024 award show will be held September 15th at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. These are your top stories for this Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.